Hello everyone and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Colin and today we are going to start Quest 6 of Act 2 of Sword and Sorcery. This one looks to be a big map. I'm excited. Let's jump in. After meeting with Marcus, the party decides to enter the portal opened upon the death of Count Delve. Black magical tendrils painfully envelop the heroes, teleporting them to a distant land, far away from the Count's castle. The cold stone is lit by weak torches, and the damp, pungent air of the underground are all the heroes see and feel. Without another hint, the party prays to the gods to help them with their quest, and begins exploring the gloomy dungeon forking just ahead. Look at that enemy deck. That is the biggest enemy deck I have seen in a while. We have lots of different events, all shuffled according, sets of 2. Then we have play story event 1 and 3 indicated on the map. Here's story event 2. Enemies, all non-undead enemies are also counted as undead and ignore poison and bleeding during this quest. Day and night effects have no effect, and the same way we lose, the quest fails if the event card is discarded or all heroes are ghost souls. Here we have our map set up. This is where we're going to start. It is ginormous. Just know that there is a quest enemy in here, potentially. We've got all 6 of the waypoint tokens out here. Yeah, there's going to be tons to explore in this cemetery. Before we walk through this portal, we're going to stop at the Emporium. This is Ariel here. She is going to drop the Astral Halberd as much as I want it. Just can't afford to keep it. And I think we need the Defender with Icarus. She's going to use all but 50 of her gold to get bandages, the Living Fire, and the Sunstrike. Thorgar will pick up the Polymorph Elixir, the Holy Water, and then he is going to forge his scale armor. Finally, Icarus is going to go ahead and purchase the Elixir of Strength. He's going to also purchase some bandages, and he's going to remove both break tokens from his armor. That costs him 50 gold, but now he's all ready to go. With that, I think we're ready to start. Now, we have this beautiful fork right at the beginning, and initially I was thinking that we could go around this way because we could avoid this locked door, but then we're going to have to go back the same way, so I think it might actually be beneficial to come down this way first, and then we'll all go up this way together. Icarus is going to go ahead and check out waypoint token 1 first, since he has so much movement. So he'll do movement 1 to move here. Let's read. Ominous statues representing several different creatures are scattered along the corridor, and the flickering flames create strange shadow plays, so the heroes almost believe he is the focus of the statue's gaze. Interesting. Each time a hero moves over this waypoint, he must roll the indicated number of red dice based on their soul nature. So we are Law, so let's roll 3 red dice. If at least 1 gremlin is rolled, go to 6.4. Otherwise, nothing happens. Something tells me I don't want a gremlin here, and I don't have one. I have the SS. I always seem to roll the SS. This was movement 1. Let's go ahead and do movement 2 and movement 3. Then let's check out waypoint token 2. Something about this corridor's walls tickles the hero's instincts. Once per quest, each hero moving over this waypoint can spend an action to roll 3 red dice. Well, what the hey, let's give it a shot. We'll try and roll. This will be our first of 3 actions. This time we are looking for the SS, and we did not get it. We've done 1 action. Let's go ahead and do action 2 and unlock this door. We are going to have to spawn something here, but first, let's see, we have teleport. And let's save. Each hero within 1 area is moved to a spawn gate. Oh, the only open spawn gate is a star one, and it's way up there. We're looking for a star, and we got it. Perfect. Now we do have to spawn, though. We'll grab that shadow token, and we'll reveal it. It's just 1 regular enemy. We'll flip our enemy card, and what do we have? Oh, we have a green succubi, and that means we need to draw 1 enemy power, and this succubi has +2 armor. Oh, great. And it's flying, so we're not going to be able to KO her. Our base movement is 5, and we've only used 3, so let's go ahead and use our 4th movement to move in here with her, and then let's use our final action to focus and attack. We start off with 3 auto successes because our soul rank is 5 divided by 2 rounded up. Then we dominate the area, so that's 4, and then we're going to focus, so that's 5. But all arcane attacks are -1 hit against her. So we're going to remove that 1, and then we're going to roll 2 red and 1 blue, and we're hoping for a lightning bolt. Perfect. That gives us +1. She is considered undead. So we're hitting her for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total damage. She has 2 armor, so it's going to remove these 2 hits, and then 3 magic armor, so that's going to remove 1, 2, and then let's say that lightning bolt. for another 3 damage, but that means we still deal her 3 damage overall. Nice. She has 9 health, so now she only has 6. That actually was not a bad hit. I am not sad about that. That's going to end his activation, and we're going to draw Dark Tranquility right off the bat. Great. I'll shuffle. Well, I'm not going to even shuffle the encounter deck. I'll just leave that there. We'll keep drawing. When we get the other one, then we'll shuffle them back in. Let's go ahead and have Thorgar go next. He'll just move 1, 2, 3, move into here, and he's going to swing his hammer. We have 3 auto successes. We're going to focus for a 4th, and we're going to dominate for 5. But this is an arcane attack, so we'll remove 1. We have 4 automatic successes, rolling 1 red and 3 blue dice. And, ooh, that's actually not good. We're going to keep this one. We're going to use our Divine Aid and reroll all 3 of these. And that is great. Look at that. We are going to critical her. So let's go ahead and draw from our critical bag. And we are going to get... Oh, she can't use her Lightning Bolt abilities. I don't think she's going to last that long. We're hitting her for a total of 8 damage. She has 2 armor, so that means we're putting 6 going through. 6 plus the 3 that Icarus just did. It's exactly what we need for the 9. Yeah, she didn't last long. She'll drop for us 2 soul shards. We'll go to 47 soul shards. And she'll drop a loot token there, which we will immediately pick up. And we just gained 50 more coins. We'll then end the round with Ariel, and I think I'm going to be a little bit risky. I'm going to have her move 1, 2. Now, I totally forgot about this with Thorgar, but I only have 2 actions. Yeah, you know, I still think it might be worth it. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 action to try and do this with Ariel. We can always have Thorgar backtrack if we need to or want to. No SS's. Bummer. Movement 3 will move Ariel into here. Now the question becomes, there's a wall here, so we can't move into this area. We can move into Story Event 1, but a lot of times things spawn with Story Event 1. But we have to remember, we do have our invisibility. That does take an action, but I still have 1 remaining action. So let's do it. Let's do it. We'll move in here, and let's read Story Event 1. The heroes reach a large tomb with a great golden sarcophagus in the center and a mummified remains along the walls. The gilded coffin is carved with scenes of a great hero defending off a demonic shadow with the help of his magical weapons. Part of the carving is ruined, but the rest hints of something precious and powerful entombed here. We now have a choice, but since we're law, we're going to ask Marcus to seal the sarcophagus. Bummer. I mean, it's probably a good thing, but come on. The heroes acknowledge the tomb's sanctity and ask Marcus to bless the sarcophagus in order to seal it with the will of the gods, ensuring no one will ever open it again. Place the Story Event 1 card, revealed side, on top of the event deck, and the party gains 3 soul shards. 3 soul shards puts us to 50 soul shards in total. Heck yeah. Now we've done a total of 4 movement. We could use our second action to dash into here. But then that means we have no more actions, and if we spawn something here, we're not going to be able to use our invisibility. So I think I'm just going to call it for this round, especially because we have our event card on top. I don't think we need to rush. Moving to that event phase, we'll simply discard Story Event 1, and during the time phase, we don't have anything that we've used, so we're all ready to go. Let's start round 2. I think it makes the most sense to have Icarus come over here and check this out first. So he's going to move 1, 2. Let's read waypoint token 4. The hero notices a ceremonial sword stuck in the center of the farthest wall. If the hero wants to pull the ceremonial sword, go to 6.18. Well, heck yeah, I want to pull the sword. What the heck's going to happen? The sword is actually a lever. Once it is lowered, a loud noise of stone scraping on stone echoes throughout the dungeon. The heroes understand that the lever will only work when held in place. Letting go causes a reverse in the stony rhythm. Take the wall token from the 25A map tile and set it aside. While there's a hero over this waypoint, keep the wall token aside, otherwise place it back. Oh, interesting. So the wall that we get to remove right now is this one, but whenever someone moves out of this spot, we're going to have to place that there again. So we're going to have a hero all the way over here in order for us to get through there. Or maybe break down this wall somehow, which maybe that's this waypoint token 3, or maybe it's waypoint token 2. I don't know. So maybe after this, I'll have Thorgar try to do waypoint token 2, but that's got to be probably this wall. And I don't think that's going to get us anywhere. Action 1 for Icarus will be to go ahead and search here. Ooh, this one looks good. Let's roll and see what we get. We get a lightning bolt, which is a loot token. So let's go ahead and grab one of those, and that's 20 crowns. We'll use our 3rd and 4th movement points to move to here and unlock this door for free, but that means we have to draw a trap card. And the one that we're going to grab is the no effect trap. I like those no effect traps. But we are going to have an enemy spawn. Oh, guess what? 2 enemies spawn here. Our first enemy that we'll see will be a Dark Knight. This is our first one here. All blunt -2, got 2 armor and 2 magic armor, 13 health, holy moly. And it's going to have 1 power because of how we're playing. This has arcane spines. If an attack deals damage to this enemy, the attacker suffers 2 HP. Our second enemy that we'll have is, a green werewolf, because why not? All but forged are -2. This will also have an enemy power, so let's go ahead and grab the top one. And we have all attacks inflict +1, bash, and KO, because he has a shocking weapon, and it's his on-hand attacks. So we need to know he's an undead warrior, ignore stun, poison, and bleeding effects. Mighty Presence, this enemy counts as 2 figures when controlling its area. If it's KO'd, it counts as 1. Army of Darkness, all other undead, and remember, everyone in here is considered undead, so that includes this blasted werewolf, gains +1 shield. I've got to remember that. And look at this, he's got Ice Sphere, he's got a cursed sword that's going to exhaust, blind. Oh, blind is terrible. Oh my gosh. And something that I totally forgot, you guys, I have more than enough soul shards. I should have leveled someone up. That's my fault, so I'll do that at the beginning of the next time phase. Icarus is going to let these guys scare him away, though. His final and 5th movement, he's going to move into here. We have 3 characters to 2, so he's not going to get the domination effect, but that's okay. He's still going to hammer on these guys. And you know what I'm realizing? I forgot that green werewolves are considered 2 characters as well. So we have 4 characters to 2, so actually Icarus is getting dominated right now. Whew, this is a little bit sketchy, but we're still going to do it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to power up our Avenger's Blade. We're going to spend 5 soul shards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go down to 45, and that's going to power this up. That means we have X, which is equal to our soul rank. So that would be 5. If only I had leveled him up, it would be 6. So it's all my fault. I have 5 auto successes. Then I'm going to focus for the 6th. That's going to be our second action. Our third action is we're going to use this cleave. So when we attack, we're going to attack 2 enemies in the same area. So we're going to attack both of them. Now, both of them have -2 hits if you're not using a forged or a blunt weapon. We're not using either, so I'm actually going to remove this for both of them. Also, I need to remember that they each have +1 shield because they're undead. And actually, that's not the case. The Death Knight says all other. So for the Death Knight, that shield will not take into effect, but for the werewolf, it will. Okay, this is a lot. So we've got 4 auto successes. I'm rolling 2 red, 1 blue. Let's see what we get. Did I get a lightning bolt? I did not. Bummer, that would have been +2, you guys. So we don't get to use this, but we did get a total of 3 more hits. So let's see what we can do. We'll start with the werewolf first, and this shield will block this damage. Okay, then we roll 2 blue dice for him for defense. Lightning bolts are +1, and he got no defense. That's amazing. So we just straight hit him up for 6 points of damage. He has 13 health. The Death Knight does not get this +1 defense, but he does have 2 armor, so it's going to negate this, and 2 magic armor here, which will be negated with this. He's then getting hit for 3 points of damage. He does not roll any dice, so he will take 3 points of damage. He also has 13 health, so he'll have 10 remaining. Overall, not too shabby, but we are going to take some damage here, my guess. Let's see. Activate all blue enemies. Yes, that means we're going to be activating that Dark Knight. And I said Dark Knight, I mean Death Knight. So we're within range 0. Actually, it's going to look for the Faith first, but fortunately for us, Thorgar is not in line of sight. So it's just going to go for Icarus. If charged, yes it is, use Ice Sphere. So it's going to use Ice Sphere first. Ice Sphere here is attack with 1 auto, 3 red, 3 blue. If you get a lightning bolt, slow. If you get a star, AoE. We don't have to worry about the AoE. And don't forget, though, we're dominated. Icarus is dominated, so it's going to be 2 auto successes. Before we roll for this attack, we do also need to remember we took 2 damage because he has arcane spines and we dealt damage to him. So he has 2 auto successes, rolling 3 red, 3 blue. Let's see. Okay, we definitely have lightning bolts, so that means with a lightning bolt, he's going to be slowed. So I'll go ahead and grab the slow token and put that onto Icarus. Icarus is then getting hit for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 total damage. He does have 2 magic armor, so he'll negate 2 of those, and we'll roll 2 blue dice for defense. So I'll remove all of these, and let's see what we get. we get a shield. A star will let us reroll. Yeah, we can reroll any of our defense dice. Beautiful. We took no damage from that attack, but we are slowed, which is pretty terrible. While slowed, a hero can only perform free activities and only one movement or one combat or one action activity. So yeah, he's going to be pretty useless next round. Let's go ahead and have Ariel go next. She is not happy about how much Icarus took damage there. She's going to jump into here because she should be safe. She has no damage. Icarus has 2 damage, and they should both be either focusing on Faith or the one with the most amount of damage on him, and that's going to be Icarus. So she'll come into here, and she is going to make an attack. We're not going to hold anything back here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to Magic Bolt that Death Knight. So that's going to cause him to gain 2 more points of damage. He'll go to 5 damage on him. I don't believe this is an attack. It's not an attack that we're doing. It's a free action power. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't think she takes the Arcane Spines for that. Then we're going to go ahead and Dancing Lights that Death Knight, and we're going to use the level 2 version of it. So he's going to get -2 attack and -2 armor. That means we're going to negate out all of his armor. Perfect. Then let's go ahead and use our shape change here. Attack all enemies in your area with 1, and then soul rank divided by 2. Our soul rank is 6, so we're going to get 3 red dice, and then we get all of these abilities. Awesome. We're going to focus this attack, so we have 2 automatic successes, but remember, this is not a forged attack, and it's not a blunt attack, so I'm going to remove both of those for the negation of their abilities. So we're just going to roll 3 red dice. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's not great. And Thorgar can't see us, so we don't have a reroll. We have 2 whopping points of damage. For the Death Knight, though, that will go through, so we'll deal the 2 points of damage. But for the Werewolf, we get to roll, or we have to roll 2 blue dice for defense, and we'll get 1 shield. So he'll take 1 point of damage. He goes to 7 points of damage. Now, we did deal damage to the Death Knight, so that does mean, oh boy, we're going to take 2 points of damage for the Arcane Spines. Oh, and you know what? I've got to take that 1 point of damage on the Werewolf back off. That's why I have this +1 shield. That would be his second shield to block the 2 points of damage there. Now, we did get a star, and so because of that, I want to bash that Werewolf out of our space. We're going to bash him over here. And the reason for doing that is because now he won't get the +1 from this guy, because he only gives +1 to all other undeads that are in his same area. The final part of Shape Change is we get Soul Rank divided by 2 Magic Shields. So we're going to gain 3 Magic Shields until the next time phase. We'll then use our second combat action to Ice Storm this guy. So we're going to have 3 auto successes. We still don't dominate. We're 3 characters to 2. I am going to use the level 5 of this, not the level 6. So I'll roll up 2 red and 4 blue. And we did get a star, so that means we're going to slow him. Hopefully, I'm going to kill him here. Let's see how much damage I have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. He has no armor. He rolls no dice. 7 plus the 7 damage that's on him now, that's a total of 14. That'll take him out. And the reason that does is because we get to ignore enemy resistances. So normally, I'd have to reduce this attack by 2. I love Ice Storm. It's amazing. Unfortunately, though, because of his Arcane Spines, we're going to take another 2 points of damage. That means we have 4 points of damage on us. But he is going to give us 5 soul shards, so we'll knock ourselves back up to 50. Yeah, so he basically just paid for Icarus powering up his weapon. And we'll go ahead and grab a loot token, which we'll be able to pick up. 10 coins. He didn't have much on him. She has a healing elixir on herself. She's going to go ahead and use this and heal the 4 HP of damage, so she's healed to full. Those Death Knights are going to be fun. Let's draw our encounter card, and we have activate 3 enemies. Oh, that's our shuffle card. So we'll just activate the Werewolf, and we'll go from there. We're within range 1, so we have move to engage and attack with Claws, and it's the one with the most damage. That is why I healed Ariel. That will still be Icarus. Claws is 3 red, and if we get a lightning bolt, it's bleeding. He'll go ahead and run into this spot, and he's going to attack. Oh, and you guys, I need to remember that this wall goes back up on the tile 25A. Unfortunately, this Werewolf does have a shocking weapon, so his claws are pretty brutal. He's going to get +1 attack, he's going to bash and KO us. Oh, so that means our armor is going to be useless. So he's attacking for a total of 1, 2, 3 damage. He's going to bleed us as well. That lasts for 2 rounds, so I'll grab that. And then we are going to have to defend against 3 hits, And then he's going to bash us and KO us, so we have no armor. We can roll 3 blue dice. We'll roll those up. 2 defense. We can reroll this one because it's a star. 3. Beautiful. Took no damage there, but we are bashed, KO'd. We're bleeding. We're slowed. Lots of fun stuff. Icarus is going to get knocked back here and knocked over. Then we're going to have Thorgar finish the round. He's going to move 1, 2. Sorry, bro. He's going to jump over him because we want to protect Ariel if we can. And we're going to hammer this guy. We're going to go ahead and bless ourselves, giving us +1 attack for the rest of the round. And we're going to focus. So that's going to give us 2 + 1, which is 3 for the Thunderstrike. Bless will give us 4, and then the focus will give us 5. We're going to roll 1 red and 3 blue dice. And we get, what is this? A lightning bolt. Heck yes. Do I want to re-roll? No, I don't think so. I think this is going to be good. Let's go ahead and draw our critical, and then we'll go from there. So we'll draw this up, and we get, we stunned him. Awesome. That means his next activation, he's not going to activate. Then we're hitting him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. He rolls 2 blue dice for defense. He gets a lightning bolt for 1, so we dealt him 7 damage. 7 plus the 6 on him is exactly what we need. Unfortunately, we only dealt him 5 points of damage, because after we took out the 2 from this being a non-forged attack, we only did 6 damage, and he has 1 armor, or 1 shield, so we dealt 5. So he has 11 damage out of the 13. This guy is hard to kill. We have a total of 3 actions. We've only used 1. So let's go ahead and use our Blessed Hammers for number 2. Now we've blessed ourselves and we have 1 auto success here, but it's not a forged attack. So it's -2 successes. So it's just going to be what we roll for 1 red and 1 blue. And we've got lightnings up the wazoo. Let's go ahead and, yeah, well, that's only 1 hit. Let's leave that. Let's leave it for this time because we can do this one more time. I'm going to go ahead and critical him first. Come on, just deal him 2 points of damage. If we deal him 2 points of damage, he's dead. He only has 2 health. No, we got rid of 1 armor, which he doesn't have any armor, so that doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and do the 1 point of damage then, and we'll roll a blue die. Come on. He doesn't defend, so he takes the 12th point of damage. I mean, we did stun him, so it kind of makes sense. For our third and final action, let's go ahead and use our Blessed Hammers one more time. We have the 2 auto successes. They're reduced because it's not a forged attack, a forged weapon. We'll roll this up. That's great. Let's go ahead and critical him first. And come on, come on. 1 point of damage. I think that's enough. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. That will take him out, finally. He'll give us 3 more soul shards, so we'll go to 53. And he'll also drop a loot token, which we will pick up. And that will be a treasure. We'll draw, let's see, a healing elixir. That's hilarious because that's just what Ariel used. We'll drop this so Ariel can pick that back up. Before we end our turn, we'll go ahead and use Purify, and we're going to heal 2 points of damage on Icarus. So Icarus is going to be healed to full, but then the big thing is we're going to heal all body conditions. So he's not going to be bleeding, and he's not going to be slowed. That is wonderful. Thank you, Thorgar, for taking care of us. Then we'll go ahead and flip our event card, and we have until the next event, heroes. Wow, we have Wings of Glory. Our movement is increased by 1. Sweet. Now, during the time phase, I'm going to go ahead and have someone level up. It costs 36 soul shards, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're down to 17. Let's go ahead and have Icarus level up. Icarus will go from a 13, 1, 3, 3, to a 14, 1, 4, and 3. We get to grab a new power, and our new power is going to be this aggressive stance. Until the beginning of your next turn, you can use one of these abilities, and it's a free action. So when we really need to get some damage, we can do an attack +2, but then our defense is -2. But I feel like this is worth it to make him a little bit better at attacking. We'll tick down all of our powers, and we'll have all of our magic armor regenerate. And you guys might have noticed I forgot to have Purify over here. We still have 1 time left, or 1 round till we get that back. I think we're ready for the next round. To start this round, let's go ahead and stand Icarus up for his first movement. But remember, we have Wings of Glory this round, so he has 6 basic movement. Insane. So movement 2 here, movement 3 here. Let's check out waypoint token 3. Something on the ground catches the hero's eye. Once per quest, each hero moving over this waypoint can spend an action to roll 3 red dice. Same thing as before. If we get the SS, we'll go to 6.12. Otherwise, we'll go to 6.1. Let's see what we get. And we get the SS and a gremlin. Among dozens of skulls cluttering a corner of the room, the hero finds one with a strangely polished cranial bone. As he pushes the bone, the skull reveals itself to be a locking mechanism, which opens a secret door. The adjacent wall recedes to reveal a parallel cave, but a strange clicking noise heralds the arming of a hidden trap. Unless saved, the active hero must draw and apply a trap card in Waypoint 3 area. And if we draw no trap, we have to keep drawing. Remove the wall token adjacent to Waypoint 3 area. That's cool. So that's going to be another way for us to get around. Oh, that means we don't... Yeah, we won't have to go and have someone go all the way back to the beginning. That's kind of nice. And remove Waypoint 3 from the quest. We've got the saving king here. And let's see. He does it. He almost didn't, but he saved. So no trap card needed. We'll remove this wall here. And then we'll spend movement 3, actually movement 4. No, movement 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, movement 3 here, movement 4 here, movement 5 here. So we'll reveal this and we get an enemy with an extra power here. We'll flip our enemy card this time and we get a werewolf, a blue werewolf with 1 power card. It has poisonous claws, you guys, +1 attack and unless save, poison 2. Oh, and I almost forgot. It came with an extra power, so we have to draw 1 more, and we have Frenzy. If wounded, all attacks performed by this enemy have critical and -1 armor. We've used all 6 of our movement. Let's go ahead and spend our first action to dash. We're going to dash into here. Then we're going to use our second action, and we're going to remember about our Avenger's Plate. Once per round, all enemies in your area suffer 1 HP and KO. So we're going to have him suffer 1 HP. He'll have 14 health, but the big thing is he's going to be KO'd, which means we'll dominate the area. Because remember, those guys are considered 2 characters. So right now it's 2 to 2. After we've done that, let's go ahead and attack him. What do you guys say we have a little bit of fun here? We're going to use 5 soul shards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to blow this guy out of the water. I don't honestly know why, but I do. So we're going to do that. We've powered up our Avenger's Blade. We're then going to use our aggressive stance here, and we're going to use the, we have to use 3 time, and our attack is going to be +2 because of that. This means that while we're attacking until our next turn, we get +2 attack. We're going to use our Elixir of Strength, which is also going to give us +2 attack. And then for our third action, we're going to attack him 2 times. So we get to use this 2 times, which is awesome. Now, he has a forged weapon. So his ability is if I don't attack with a forged weapon, it's -2. So I'm going to pull that off now so I don't forget. So we're hitting him for 2 points of damage right off the bat. But then we have 5. Actually, we're level 6 now. So we're going to have 6 automatic successes. And then, of course, we're going to dominate him. So that's going to give us our 7th one as well. We're still going to roll 2 red and 1 blue. Let's see what we get. We'll roll them up. Wow, that's not good. But this, remember, he's considered undead. So that's +2. Holy moly. That's 3 damage there, +2 more. That's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage. He's going to roll 3 dice, and he's going to block 2 of them. Stars don't count as anything lightning bolts do, so we'll lose the... Actually, I'm just going to lose the 2 lightning bolts. So then I can just count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage plus the 1 on him. That's 13 total. But we're not done yet. We're going to go ahead and do that a second time. Let's make sure I have this right. We are going to have 5 automatic successes. We're going to dominate him for 6. We're then going to use our strength potion for 2 more, and then our aggressive stance for 2 more. But then he has any attack that's not a forged weapon gets -2. So then we're going to roll 2 red and 1 blue here. The SS causes critical. That's insane. Yeah, we really wanted to take this guy out. Oh, he just has 1 total less health. That means he only has 1 health left, you guys. I think it's safe to say we blew him out of the water. I mean, he can roll 3 of these. 2 gremlins and a shield. Yeah, he is gone. I don't know why, but I just felt like I wanted to take him out, and I'm glad I did. I'll move up 4 soul shards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I also think I just wanted to show that Icarus can have an awesome turn because he has really been not attacking great. Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, we get a treasure. We'll grab this treasure and we gain the haste potion. Shift all used powers, powers forward 1. Whoa, that would be amazing for Ariel. We do have enough space. I'll go ahead and hold on to this for her. Okay, let's be honest, that was probably a little bit of a waste, but boy, was that fun to just hammer on that guy. He didn't even get a chance. We KO'd him, then we attacked him twice with our sword. He knew nothing was happening. All of a sudden, boom, he's done. So let's have Thorgar go next. He'll move 1, 2, 3, and then dash for 4, because that's as far as he can go, because he's slow. Then let's go ahead and have him unlock this treasure, but he'll have to draw a trap. He will draw... what do we have? Black darts. Each hero within 2 areas is attacked by 1 per soul rank, then unless saved suffers bleeding. Oof. Thorgar is attacked for 5 damage. He has 1 magic armor and 1 shield, so that's going to block 2. Let's have him roll for the 3 that are remaining. Now remember, we have our Avenger's Blade, and it says all heroes within 1 area may reroll any save and defense dice. That's because we powered it up for this entire round. So this is our defense first. And we rolled 2 defense. That one does not count, but we will get to re-roll it. And we got 3 defense. Great. Now we need to save or we're going to become bleeding. We'll roll 2 dice for that. And we do not get that, so we are going to suffer bleeding for Thorgar. Bummer. Now let's go ahead and do Icarus. Icarus has 2 magic armor and 3 regular armor. So that means we blocked a total of 5 out of the 6 damage. We'll roll 1 blue die for the 6th. Blocked it. And now we'll try and save. We'll roll both of these. We've got a star, so we're not bleeding at least. We did, though, unlock this treasure chest. So let's go ahead and see what we get. We get 2 treasures. Our first one will be the phase shifting. Oh, and actually Thorgar can hold that. Move up to 3 areas, ignoring reaction attacks or hindrances. That's cool. We're totally filled, though, so I'm not going to be able to do anything with that. And then our next one is the barricade. Yeah, I've had that before. Can't do anything with that one either. I'll drop both of those. Ariel will go ahead and pick up this healing elixir. And then we have +1 movement. Oh, actually, Thorgar would have +1 movement as well. And he only did an action. So I'm going to have him move here because of the Wings of Glory. So Ariel will move 1, 2, and then go ahead and do a search here. Oh, she might draw a trap. She'll roll a red die, and she gets an SS, which is nothing. Then I think I'll move her 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to have her here. So that'll end this round. We'll simply discard our event card, Wings of Glory. We no longer have that. Let's move to the time phase. We'll get our magic armor back. Icarus will get 2. Thorgar will get 1. This bleeding will go down by 1. And now I'm realizing I have Purify down to 1. That's not the case. We use the all body conditions. That should have been 3 time. So I'm going to leave this at 1. We need 1 more time until that is ready to go. Let's go ahead and tick down all the other powers. Looks like we are ready to rock. We've got our magic bolt ready. I'm feeling good. Let's start that next round. We'll start off with Icarus again this round, and let's unlock this door, but yet again, we have to draw a trap, and that was an action. This time, our trap will be blindness. Unless save, each hero within 1 area becomes blinded. Fortunately, that'll just be Thorgar and Icarus that needs to save. We'll start with Icarus. He'll roll up both. We've got a star. We're good. Then we have Thorgar, and he does not get a star. Man, he's going to be bleeding, and he's going to be blinded. A blinded hero must attempt to save before any activity. If it succeeds, you can do it normally, but if you fail, you just don't do it. We now have line of sight to this shadow token. Let's see what we get. Oh, we get a quest enemy. Heavy shuffling steps herald the presence of a huge decomposing ogre. A red magical flame burns in its empty eye sockets, marking the flaking flesh underneath. The powerful Hulk advances towards the heroes, ready to dole out death. Place the red orc warrior in the quest enemy shadow area. Note when the red orc warrior dies, remove it from the quest. Remove the quest enemy shadow token from the quest. Oh, we get to take on a red orc warrior who is, weak against arcane attacks? Yeah, feel bad for the guy. Here we have our red orc warrior. You can see arcane attacks are +1, which is great. That's all we do is arcane attacks. He is going to be a fighter, so he gets +2 blue dice for either of his attack types. And he has life drain. If this enemy deals damage with any of its weapons, it heals 4 HP. Oh, he's going to be hard. Well, I mean, at least he's going to live for a while. We also need to remember that this enemy has Mighty Presence, so it's considered 2 characters, and if it's KO'd, it still counts as 1. So even if we KO him, if we KO him and we're considered 2, we do still dominate him. He has Rage. If this enemy suffers damage, he'll recharge his Berserker 2 ability, which gives him +2 and critical. Oof. We've done 1 action. Let's do our second action right now and use bandages, and we're actually going to use this on Thorgar. Basically, I'm just doing this to get rid of his body conditions. I don't want him to be blinded or bleeding. So I'm going to get rid of both of those, but then I'll have to discard this. Got to return the favor to my man who helped us out last time. So I still have all of my movement, so I'm going to move 1 here, and now we need to read waypoint token 5. There is a ceremonial shield on one of the walls. If the heroes want to push the ceremonial shield, go to 6.27. Why the heck not? As we see this orc, we go ahead and slam this shield. Maybe it's going to help us. The shield is actually a lever. Once it is pushed, the wall disappears and opens the way. Remove the wall token on the 25A map tile from the quest, regardless of whether it was on the map or kept aside. Remove waypoint 4 and 5 from the quest. Okay, so that's another way to get that wall open. Well, now that we've opened up this wall, let's go ahead and move ourselves into this space with our orc warrior, and let's attack him. We're going to go ahead and use our third action as the Avenger's Plate here. Once per round, all enemies in your area suffer 1 HP and KO. So we're going to knock him over. The nice thing about that is he's not going to have his 2 armor then. He's going to also take 1 point of damage, which I'll take, 14 more to go. It does mean, though, that we're not going to be able to focus on this attack. I'm also going to remember to use my Ruby. We have 3 automatic successes from our Avenger's Blade, +1 because we're dominating him, and +1 because it is an arcane attack. So we're rolling 2 red and 1 blue. And remember, he's considered undead, but I didn't roll a lightning bolt. I'm just going to leave it. So we hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total damage. I do have a star, so that means I am going to put Fire 1 on him. Yep, I've confirmed that putting a Fire 1 on him is okay, even though he also works with fire. I just wasn't sure if it would actually heal him. That was those blasted demons that did that. Since we KO'd him, he has no armor. He'll roll just his 2 blue dice. Lightning bolts are considered a success, or 1 armor, so he has 1 armor here, so he'll block this one. So we just dealt him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage. That means he has a total of 7 damage. Great. We'll then draw our encounter card, and we have activate all blue enemies. Nope, otherwise all engaged enemies perform an attack with their on-hand weapon. Since he's being activated, he's going to go ahead and stand back up, and then he's going to attack us. With the on-hand attack, he'll have 2 automatic successes, 2 blue dice, plus because of his fighter, 2 more blue dice. So it's a total of 4 blue dice. He has a gremlin, so this is +2. This is another one. Oh, but no star, so no fire. So he's hitting us for 2, 4, 5 points of damage. We have 2 magic armor, so that will block these 2, let's say. So we still have 1, 2, 3 points of damage coming in. We have 3 armor. There's nothing here that's affecting our armor. We totally blocked that attack. Yeah, I remember when this guy looked brutal. He kind of looks wimpy right now. Let's go ahead and activate Ariel next. She'll move 1, 2, 3 right to here, and then she's going to attack. We'll start by throwing some dancing lights in his face, so he's going to have no armor and -2 to his attack. We're then going to magic bolt him for 2 HP, so right now he has 7 damage, now he has 9 damage out of 15. And then finally, we're going to use our ice manipulator on him. We have 2 automatic successes. We're going to focus for 3, and then since this is an arcane attack, we're going to get 4 automatic successes. We're going to use the level 3 here, so we're rolling 4 blue dice and 1 red die. And let's see what we get. 3 shields. We do have Thorgar within range 1 of us, so he's going to let us re-roll 3 of these dice. And that looks great, some more damage. If he survives this attack, he's going to be stunned because we have a star, so he's going to be stunned for sure. We're hitting him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total points of damage. He'll roll 2 blue dice for defense, and he gets 1, so we'll block this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage plus the 9 on him. Yeah, he didn't last long. That life drain wasn't good if he wasn't able to actually do damage to us. So we'll gain 4 soul shards. That'll put us up to 20. Awesome. And then he's going to drop a treasure. He'll go ahead and give to us a ritual dagger, which we definitely don't want, so we'll just drop that in that space. You know, I'm definitely feeling now that I have Act 1 and Act 2 treasure cards, I feel like the searching and everything is not nearly as useful. Kind of a bummer. My 3 characters aren't great at finding really good items, I guess. So we'll end this round with Thorgar. He'll move 1, 2, 3. He'll open this up, and that means he draws a trap card, and he'll draw acid darts. Each hero within 2 areas, so that means this is going to hit Icarus too, gosh darn, is attacked by 1 per soul rank. Then unless save, suffers break. Wow. So let's start with Thorgar. He has 1 magic armor and 1 regular armor, so that's going to block 2. He's only a level 5, so he's taking 3 points of damage. He can roll up to 4 blue dice for defense. He blocked all of them. Great. Then he's going to try and save. He fortunately is within 2 of Icarus, so if he gets a star, he does. Great. So that means he took no break. Now for Icarus, Icarus has no magic armor left. He's getting attacked for 6 points of damage. He does have 3 regular armor, so he's going to roll 3 blue dice for defense. He blocks 1, and then he has his ability with a star. He can re-roll his defense, so he'll roll both of those. 2, he'll take 1 point of damage for that. So I'll have him take 1. That's not terrible. Then we have to roll to see if we can save. Come on, come on, come on. No save. So we're going to suffer a break. Gosh darn. So now we only have 2 armor for the rest of this scenario. I have 1 more movement, so I think I'm going to go ahead and move to here, and that will end my turn. I don't want to reveal this story event because the way I'm playing, if there's enemies on the board after the time phase, they activate. So far, I've been able to keep all the enemies off the board at the end of the time phase, and the advantage of that is that I don't get those extra activations. So I'm just going to go ahead and hold here. Let's move to the event phase. We'll go ahead and reveal our event card, and we have Evil Ground. Unless save, each hero becomes slowed and suffers poison 1. Wow. And we have a spawn. We're 3 players, so we're going to do 3 minus 0 minus 1. So we're going to have to spawn 2 enemies. Since I'm here, we'll spawn the 2 enemies first, and then we'll do the saves. We'll flip our first one, and we have the Death Knight. Of course we do. And he's going to come with 1 power, and he has all of his on-hand attacks inflict fire 2 and plus 1. Whew. And then our second one, we have a Succubi, a blue one. And we're going to have 2 powers, so all attacks inflict minus 2 armor, and then we have Swiftness at the beginning of each event phase. Before managing the event card, activate this enemy. Yeah, and we're potentially going to activate them right at the time phase, which is essentially now, after the time phase. We'll start the saves with Thorgar, and unfortunately he's not within range 1 of Icarus, so it's just going to be whatever I get here. Nah, he's going to be slowed and poisoned 1. Icarus will go next. He'll roll 2 dice, and he gets neither of them, so he's also going to be slowed and poisoned 1. Ariel will be last. Come on, someone's got to be able to block this. No, she also will be slowed and poisoned 1. We'll move to that time phase. Ariel will take a point of damage. Thorgar will take a point of damage. And you guys, when Thorgar takes a point of damage, he's got that, what is this called? The Bloodstone there. We'll place 1 HP on there as well. He can use that in a future round to potentially really hurt somebody. Hopefully. Icarus would take a point of damage, but he also has his troll ring, so they're just going to negate each other out. We'll move down all of our powers. And now what we get to do is we each try and save to get rid of our poison. Thorgar only gets to roll 1 die, and he doesn't do it. Icarus will roll 2 dice, and he does do it, so he'll get rid of his poison 1. Probably the least important. And Ariel will get to roll 2, and she gets a hit though, so she will also get rid of her poison. So it's just Thorgar. Now, because we're playing at a little bit more of a challenging level, we're going to draw an encounter card. Let's see what we get. We'll draw, and we have activate all F enemies. Are either of them F enemies? Yes, the Death Knight is an F enemy, so we're going to activate him. He is within range 1 of Icarus, and that's actually who we would try and go to as a strength enemy. If charged, use Acid Sphere and move away 1 area. So that's what he's going to do, because that is definitely charged. Acid Sphere will be 2 auto hits, 2 red, 2 blue. Oh my gosh, he could break, and he could poison 2. Wow. Now, the only good thing that we have going for us is this is not an on-hand attack, so he doesn't get his powers ability, which is Fire 2 and plus 1 attack. Small favors. He definitely got lightning, so because of that, he is going to break, and he's going to do a poison 2 to Icarus. So Icarus now has 2 of his armor is broken. He only has 1 armor, and he'll have poison 2, which means he'll take 2 points of damage during the time phase. Wow. Now he's getting hit for a total of 1, 2, 3 points of damage. That's it. We have 2 magic armor and 1 regular armor that will block all 3 of those, so we don't have to roll for any defense. But we're out 2 break. We have poison. We're all slowed. This is going to be an interesting round.